Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido, and in this episode, we are in the truly tiny town of Robinson, North Dakota, here to see a nearby ghost town out on the prairie, so stay tuned. So this has to be one of the coolest small town campsites ever. We are right on Main Street, right behind the volunteer fire building where they have 2 RV hookups for electrical and water right on the back of the building. We're here all by ourselves and it's $10 a night. Robinson's population is a whopping 37 people, and Patricia, Zoe, and I are proud to round it up to an even 40 for the weekend. Yep, this is the whole downtown. And this is the entire town. Walking around Robinson is like walking through a living museum of life on the northern prairie. In 2016, Hanson's Bar in Robinson, which claims title to the oldest operating bar in North Dakota, also registered a trademark for the phrase Geographical Center of North America. This despite a similar claim by the town of Rugby, North Dakota, some distance to the north, which established a monument to that effect based on a determination made by the United States Geological Survey in 1931. The problem is, Rugby let their trademark lapse, and the owner of Hanson's pounced on it. As he told the Wall Street Journal, "You snooze, you lose." Hanson's clearly has character, and we're sorely disappointed that its owner unilaterally decided to close the bar due to COVID a few weeks before our visit. This campsite is mighty convenient if we have to do any banking. Arena was founded in January 1906 and has never had a population of more than 150. It withered during the Great Depression, and all that remains today is St. John's Lutheran Church. An old wooden schoolhouse moved to the town in the 1970s for voting, and several abandoned homes and outbuildings. Postcards from the 1920s show a hardware store, farmer store, general store, and a pool hall, among other businesses. These buildings are slowly succumbing to the forces of both nature and man. The church is gradually collapsing in upon itself, and with most of the foundation now disintegrated, it's hard to imagine that it can withstand North Dakota's strong winds and harsh winters for much longer. Photos from just a few years ago show St. John's standing far more proudly and far more upright. The row of columns supporting the center beam is all that now keeps this church from imploding. This house, the last home to be occupied in Arena for a brief time in the 1980s, has been exposed to nature's wrath by vandals who have broken windows and spray-painted graffiti. Someone left here in a hurry, for many of the home's furnishings are still intact. A post office and general store remained in operation here until 1996, when the building was robbed and torched by vandals. This house on blocks moved to the former post office site in 2016, fueling some speculation that Arena might gain its first resident in 35 years. But no one has ever occupied this home. Oh, what tales this town could surely tell. So we truly hope that you've enjoyed visiting the Central Prairie of North Dakota with us in the towns of Robinson and the ghost town of Arena. If you're not yet a Grand Adventurer, this is the perfect time to go smash that little red subscribe button, the one right down there in the corner of your screen, and ring that notification bell to be sure that you come along on each and every one of our Grand Adventures, which premieres here on YouTube every Wednesday evening. Now, we would be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. Now, down below, it's extremely important to us that if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. And while you're down there, that's where you'll also find the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Now, coming up next week, we're going to be bringing our American Heartland Tour 2020 to the far western area of North Dakota to visit Theodore Roosevelt National Park. And until then, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you next week.